It's kind of like a turd.
So to let you wear shoes unless you're okay to step on sticks.
Levi Whitney here with Uphill Cinema. This is the review on the Canon XC10 camcorder. So today I got a special guest. I got Curtis Judd. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel. Absolutely amazing. I'll have some links. Make sure you check it out. So he's helping me out behind the cameras and with audio. Absolutely awesome. So can't thank him enough. So some of the things with the Canon XC10 that is a little different from a DSLR, because I think this is where they're wanting you to jump to, is ergonomics, sensor size, and the fixed lens. So, you know, who is it for? And that's kind of what we'll dive into today with. So I wanted to do some tests using the XC10 in low light. And I did that earlier this week and last week, using it in different variations of light. So completely dark outside, you know, kind of a dim room. I used it at Alex Buno's Visual Storytelling Tour 2. If you see that review, that was all shot on the XC10. So it's not going to be as good as an A7S or a full frame camera, but for a 1-inch sensor, when you put it in any of the logs, wide dynamic range, which is picture profile 3 and Canon log picture profile 5, you actually get really great results, even going up to 12,800. So pretty impressive for a small sensor and a fixed lens at 2.8 to 5.6. So. Canon's really talked about how you can do internal time lapses, which you actually can in camera. It's really nice. Now, it doesn't take photos. It's taking 4K video, compressing it into a time lapse. So a little different. The good thing is it does record that time lapse in 8-bit 422. So you can actually get quite a bit out of the time lapse later in post. So pretty impressive. So how does the Canon XC10's picture look? I actually love the picture quality. I think it looks very good. Small sensor, it's Tack Sharp. It's got that Canon color that we've grown to love in the midtones. I absolutely love the picture quality. I think it looks great. So who is the XC10 for? One of the big things that Canon is marketing is for video journalists. And I really can see that this literally is for that shooter. Because flip of a switch, boom, you can take pictures, flip it back over, you get 8-bit 422 4K recording. So very, very good film. Also, you get log, Canon log. So you have a really good dynamic between photo and video. Canon XC10's menu system is not like your normal DSLR and what we're really familiar with Canon. That super user-friendly, quick dials, not with this camera. Just to change the ISO while recording, you have to press probably 3 or 4 buttons just to get in and change the ISO. Then to get out, you can go on the touchscreen and just kick it out, but you're not really familiar with that, so you go through the buttons again. So it's kind of different. I'm not used to that. Little different style. So one of the features that's really cool with this camera is we've mentioned the ease of use. So you literally can put this in face tracking and it will do all the work for you. It's such a small sensor. Curtis mentioned this. He's like, you know, everything's pretty much tack sharp all the time, so it's not gonna have a big problem. And it doesn't. We found that, you know, just right here was all just face tracking, does it perfect. And so really that ease of use, that run and gun E&G style, not worrying about anything, just grab and go, it's perfect for this camera. So one of the things that's really interesting with this camera is actually how I feel using it. You in post, it's wonderful, it's beautiful, great footage. And then you start using the camera and you're out, filming with it and you're like, oh, I hate this about it, I love this about it. And then you go back and post and you love the images, and then you come back using it and you're like, oh yeah, this is actually really nice, I really like this. If I had the money, I would buy it, because in the last 2.5 weeks, I've had this camera with me every day. Every day. I have not had that with any other camera. You literally grab it and go and get beautiful footage with or without a tripod. Image stabilization is great with it. The Canon XC10, is it for you? If you're the type of shooter that's, that E&G video journalist style, you want everything just grab and go, you don't have to worry about lenses or focal points or apertures, this camera is perfect. It's the type of camera that has everything you need. It might not have everything you want, but it has everything you need to make great, beautiful cinematic footage. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for next week. Don't forget to subscribe, like the page. I have to thank Curtis Judd. Make sure you go check out his channel. Amazing work. I have followed his work for years and learning, and just make sure you check out his stuff. And so, yeah, stay tuned for next week for another review or tips and tricks.